Until today, it has been dry around the area, and that's impacting the resorts on Mount Hood. This is a live look from our ski bowl camera. Mount Hood Meadows had hoped to open for skiers and snowboarders on Friday, but the lack of snow is delaying opening day. The resort says it won't be turning on the lifts at this time, and they hope that next week looks better. As for Ski Bowl, they will be opening their tubing hill starting on Friday. Ski Bowl helps produce snow, and they'll be able to open that tubing hill with some of that manufactured snow.
Let's get over to Chief Meteorologist Mark Nelson with a look at your first alert weather and, of course, the holiday forecast. A lot of people want to know how that's going to go. Looks like you got the meal going there, too.
Every year we wonder what the yellow goop is. I think we've agreed it's probably maybe pureed sweet potatoes, right?
Okay.
There's not much texture there.
Yeah.
And we've got, just so you know, we've got Nora, you know, at the front
it does
chair.
look like sweet potatoes.
But that said, I know it looks like she's at the children's table. But
it is a
because
booster.
it's the way, the way the table is. Don't worry, Pete is to the left and Stephanie's there as well. You two are invited to the weather.
Oh,
center.
good.
The first alert table.
The meal looks great.
You just gotta
it
get
looks
busy.
like sweet potatoes.
You need to carve that turkey there, Mark.
You're waiting.
Get busy.
Where's the
But there's
stuffing?
there's no drinks yet. Look at that. That looks kind of dry, doesn't it?
Man.
All right, so dry holiday. I think that's the biggie. We got a dry holiday coming up Thursday, mainly sunny. There'll be some areas of fog and clouds in the valley south of Portland, but probably not in the metro area much because we're, unfortunately, if you live on the east side. Here it comes again. Gusty east wind will be blowing near the gorge, east metro. So it won't be feeling as warm as 58 degrees out there. But if you're away from the east wind area, which is like 2/3 of the metro, it's going to feel pretty darn warm on Thanksgiving afternoon. And you have no reason not to do a turkey trot or turkey walk, whatever you want to do. In the morning, it'll just be calm and 40 degrees. All right, here's a live view at our Stoller Family Estate camera. We're losing our daylight pretty quickly here at 5:19. 51 degrees. Did you notice a little warmer today? We lost the cool easterly breezes through the gorge and now a warmer southerly wind. And it'll be that way. Anytime we get a south wind, it'll be very mild now through at least early March. Farther south, Willamette Valley Vineyards camera, it's 51 degrees there. We ended up with, so far, about 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch. I think models kind of overdid the forecast there. Okay, back to the table settings again. Oh, there was gravy. I missed that earlier. But back to dry. Wednesday, tomorrow, Thursday, and Saturday looks dry as well, which means there will be some showers on Friday and Sunday. Now, we've got mild temps through Saturday, little or no overnight freezing, which is great. It's just mild stuff. However, we are watching next week a cool pattern. We think we're going to see snow back down into the hills, maybe hills around the metro area more likely, at least, you know, Coast Range and Cascade foothills. The point is we're going into a cooler pattern next week, but we do not see a setup that says, oh my gosh, we got a snowstorm coming in Portland. We don't see that for now. We sure don't see an Arctic freeze either, but cooler. So tonight, low 40s. We got 30s east of the Cascades. We had this cold front move through, and again, it's causing some trouble there in northeast Oregon as it passes over the Blue Mountains this evening. It's almost done there, too, though. It'll be out of here in the next few hours. So now high pressure takes over, and that's sinking air, and that dries things out. But we got a lot of moisture around, so we start with a lot of clouds tomorrow morning. In the afternoon, I think we may get some sunshine, so kind of partly cloudy and uneventful for travel again. That's the good news. Thursday, there you go, Thanksgiving Day, a lot of sunshine. And then the next chance for rain comes in at some point on Black Friday. It may take until midday to get here. In fact, we don't see more than a 1/4 inch here of rain in the next 5 days, I should say. So your forecast for tomorrow, cloudy start, uneventful lunchtime, partly cloudy in the afternoon, dry evening, light wind, not much of anything happening tomorrow, which is good for you. Thursday looks great, 58 degrees, turning wet Friday afternoon. Saturday looks dry. Sunday, wet and cool. That looks like a pretty chilly and wet weather system, so only mid-40s. And then we get into the showery stuff with several weather systems coming down the Alaska and British Columbia coastline. So the point here is we're turning cooler next week, but that's just as we head towards December, which is pretty typical right after Thanksgiving.